Have you ever heard about someone who simply vanished, left home one day, and was never seen again? No goodbyes, no messages, no final trace, just silence. For the families left behind, life never returns to normal. Every unanswered call, every empty chair at the table, becomes a reminder that a piece of their world is missing. In today's documentary, we're taking a careful, respectful look at why some people disappear and are never found. We'll explore the human stories behind the headlines, the emotional challenges that many of us rarely see, and the complicated reasons people can vanish without a trace. This is not about sensational stories or graphic detail. It's about understanding, empathy, and awareness. Every year, people around the world go missing. Some are found within hours. Others return days later. But some never do. And behind every missing person is a life, a story, a family, a history filled with moments of laughter, struggle, and dreams for the future. People come from all walks of life. Students, parents, workers, travelers, people living ordinary lives, just like you and me. Sometimes a disappearance happens suddenly. Other times, it's a slow buildup, a series of small events that lead to one final moment. And while most cases involve careful investigations, some remain unsolved for years or even decades. Not because no one cares, but because sometimes the world is larger and more complex than we imagine. Before we move forward, it's important to remember, behind every missing person story is a real human being. Someone who mattered, and still matters. So, what leads to someone disappearing? The reasons are rarely simple. Sometimes, life pressures begin to build quietly. Stress, debt, relationship struggles, mental or emotional health challenges, or simply the overwhelming weight of expectations. Other times, people leave because they feel unsafe, or trapped, or lost. There are also people who wander due to illness, such as memory loss, and never find their way back. And then there are situations where someone disappears because of accidents in remote places where no one is around to help or witness what happened. In many parts of the world, vast forests, oceans, mountains, deserts, and busy cities can hide a person from sight quicker than we think. Technology may be everywhere, but the world is still full of places where signals fail, where cameras don't reach, and where time slowly erases clues. Often, the loved ones left behind notice small hints, changes in mood, behavior, or routine, only after the fact. And they replay those memories endlessly, searching for meaning. But sometimes, there are no signs at all, and that mystery is what makes disappearance such a heavy burden on the heart. Then comes the moment when everything changes. A person leaves for work, or school, or a short walk, and simply never returns. Calls go unanswered. Messages are left on read or never delivered. At first, there is confusion. Maybe they're delayed. Maybe their battery died. Maybe they needed some time alone. But as the hours turn into a day, and the day into several, concern slowly becomes fear. Investigations begin. Loved ones search familiar places. Authorities gather information. Memories are replayed over and over again. Where were they last seen? Who spoke to them? What were they wearing? But sometimes, even with effort, resources, and community support, there are no clear answers. No trail, no final location. Just a question mark where a life once stood. And this uncertainty becomes one of the most painful parts of disappearance. For families and friends, life becomes divided into before and after. There are empty rooms, unopened messages, birthdays without candles, and holidays with one less smile. People cling to hope, because hope is the only thing they have left. Some continue searching for years, some never give up. Others learn to live with unanswered questions, even though the ache never fully fades. Communities also change. A disappearance reshapes how people see safety, trust, and awareness. It reminds us that life is fragile, and that the people we love are not guaranteed forever. But it also inspires kindness. Volunteers organize search efforts. Strangers share posts. Neighbors check in on one another. And in the middle of uncertainty, compassion becomes a light. So what can we learn from these stories? First, we learn the value of connection. Reach out. Check on the people you care about. Tell them they matter, because they do. Second, we learn the importance of awareness, noticing when someone is struggling and offering support before silence becomes permanent. And third, we learn empathy. Every missing person is more than a headline. They had dreams, memories, scars, love, and people waiting for them to return. And the families left behind deserve respect, privacy, and compassion, not judgment or speculation. Finally, we are reminded that life is fragile, that every goodbye should be sincere, and every moment with the people we love is a gift we should never take for granted. Thank you for spending this time with me, and for listening with empathy and an open heart. If you found value in this video, feel free to subscribe and join our community. It helps us continue sharing thoughtful, human-centered stories like this one. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of the people you love.